Living longer is typically a good thing unless you're a woman saving for retirement. Analysis from Vanguard found out that men and women both contribute to retirement plans at about the same rate, with slightly more women participating.
Yeah, but men's account balances are 44% higher. 44% higher. So how do women end up with less stored away? Paul Miller is a managing partner and CPA of Miller & Company. He joins us here in studio with some solution to try to close the retirement savings gap. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
So what's driving this retirement gap here?
Well, men make currently more money than
Okay.
women, and it's expensive to live. And depending on if you're single or you're married, if there's two earners or one, depending on if you can save. But I think the gender gap is a big thing, and the money's a big difference.
How does longevity play a role in this? Typically, women live longer than men, correct?
Right, it depends on when you're going to retire, right?
Okay.
It depends on if you can save. With all the bills and inflation, it's very difficult to save right now. It's very, very hard.
Yeah, typically just so many women retire earlier than men. Why is that? And should women actually delay retirement as a result?
Women are definitely smarter than men in my book.
Touché.
And it depends on when it's right for you. You know, you never know when a person's going to retire or not, but if you feel like it's your time, it's your time. But I try to encourage people when they're young to save, because the sooner you start, the better off you are.
But if you're advising a woman that's relatively young and trying to get or trying to retire, would you say, like, listen, because your lifespan is about 10 years longer than the average man, you should probably stick in this job for a little bit longer? Or what do you say to them?
I try to tell them to stay in it as long as you can.
Okay.
Because it's definitely helpful. Things are going up, and it's harder. I try to tell every person to start saving when they're younger, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
Whether you're a woman or a man, I both give the same advice. I have 35 women for me, and more than men, and I try to encourage them to save all the time. But younger people, it's harder. They want to have fun now. You know, you get old quick.
And also, younger people, you're having those loans and everything accrued from, you know, going to college. What would you say to someone when they should decide at what age they should retire, if possible?
As long as medical is not involved, you would need to enjoy your life, because if you work your life away, it's difficult, right? But I think when you can afford your bills and you're a good saver, it's a time to retire.
And do women actually have to save differently than men?
No. I think everybody has to save. I think the difference is that they make more money today in some instances,
men, yeah.
yes. And I think it's just harder because the costs are so high. But I think women are smarter and they save better and they're shrewder. I just think so in general.
But the cost of being not that I would know,
A
but the cost
woman is more expensive.
Yes, exactly. Dry cleaning, the hair, the
nippings and clippings.
A lot of things are more expensive for women, so you would think that there would be a saving sort of difference that needs, or
Those are
different
100% true, but guys have a lot of fun too. They want to, you know, they do a lot of things that women don't do. They're playing sports, playing golf. That's expensive. True. You know, it's
taking
all
women out on dates.
Correct. There you go. Taking women out on dates.
Expensive women out on dates.
There you go. That's right.
All right, so Paul, if women are already starting at a deficit, help us out. How do you help us save a little nest egg on the side so we're all right for retirement?
Every little bit counts. You got to look at everything. You know, you can't take anything for granted. Every dollar that you spend, I tell my kids every day, is, you know, is there value in what you're spending? You're getting something back. I tell everybody, try not to have debt. Try not to waste your money.
Yeah. So take the subway.
Don't
be tempted by Uber.
Yeah, I try every day. I tell them that they don't listen.
And maybe not live by the motto YOLO.
Stay
home as a kid.
Stay home as long as you can.
Oh, I wish I could have done that.
Right? Living